Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to WARNO League 0.5 from SDL. Today we are with Tanner and Jasp for their first game. Their second game will be tomorrow. Tanner over on the left in blue playing as the 2nd Panzer Grenadiers, and Jasp over on the right in red playing as 39th Infantry. Let's have a look at what Tanner has down. FS Jaeger Commander going over to Bravo. Interesting, all alone. Hopefully it doesn't get intercepted by a helicopter. We got a Panzer Grenadier heading over there as well. Here we have some sharpshooters, Fallschirm Jaeger, and a Jaeger Commander again. Jaeger Commander going into Papa, and everything else getting spread out mainly in Foxtrot. Trying to get in there nice and early. There's no forward deployable AA here. Bear that in mind. At the back we have a Milan 2 in a Fuchs Milan, a Jaguar 2, 2 Gepards. We also have some Panzer Grenadiers in M113s, a bunch of Fliegerforce, and a Jaeger and another Milan 2. Good spread all around here. We will definitely have a Milan 2 going here, possibly one going in the city. So, Tanner looking for Bravo and Foxtrot early, and then securing the city after that. Just this side of the city, though. Over at the other side, we have Jasp. Jasp has the Mi-24K in, heading up this way, so we'll be able to intercept things going to Foxtrot. We'll not see what's going to Bravo, though, so Tanner will get that. Nothing's going to stop him. Motrazvedka, nice spread. 2 into Zulu and 1 into Echo. None into the central town here, interestingly. I wonder if that's because he knows he's up against forward deployment and doesn't fancy risking it. As the game starts, we can see he's got some Motorstrelki and a Motorstrelki Metis heading up this way into Echo. And then a huge chunk of stuff at the back here. We have a command, ATGM, supply. We've got 2 BMP2s and Motorstrelki BMP. We've got a Motorstrelki Metis in there. We've got a T-80B, a Strela, a Biryusa, and a Cub. Quite a good spread, mainly focused around the city and Zulu, though. That's quite interesting. Nothing going over this side towards Foxtrot. He's just letting Tanner have that. Let's reset. Let's switch over to the controller. Let's zoom in on the Mi-24K because that's where the party's going to be. If there's an Mi-24K on the field, on the Mi-24 anti-air, that is where the party starts. FS Jaeger here getting hit, or missed I should say at the moment, but taken out by the cannon there. Vehicles can actually dodge the rockets, you'll notice, if they're charging straight towards those rockets. Tornado F3 coming in for the Mi-24K, but we have a counter Air Superiority Fighter coming in for Jasp. Su-27S. The Tornado veers off. The Su veers off. At the moment, the Mi-24 has free reign to continue firing. Tornado thinking about coming around for another pass. The Su just being a nuisance at the back there. Mi-24 coming in, wanting to get some more kills on some infantry here. Opening up on the Jaeger in that building. Tornado is coming in for a kill. Gets a missile off and a little bit of gunfire. Stuns said Chopper. Chopper now under fire from the sharpshooters. The Su-27 was nowhere to be seen during that. Fliegerforce has arrived now, started opening up on the Mi-24K. And the Mi-24K doesn't get any more kills. Will try and evac. Surely it's going to evac. No, it's still raining on the Jaeger. Missile goes out for the Tornado. Misses. Another Tornado coming in, though. Could go in range of the Cub, but not likely. Does veer off at the last second. Fliegerforce whiffing their shots on this occasion. And the Mi-24K lives to fight another day. Su-27S, a good deterrent there, but didn't do a huge amount. Tanner capped both of these points. Currently nothing over here for Jasp, but I'm sure it won't stay like that forever. Over at the other side of the map, Not a huge amount happening yet. Repositioning of infantry. Command there will move over towards Echo in the middle. Artillery piece coming in for Tanner now, perhaps to help empty buildings. Obviously the buildings in this city area are a problem. And either forcing the infantry out or collapsing the buildings is very beneficial to both players, to be fair, on either side. A little bit of skirmishing down here. I feel like we're going to have a period where both these players are building up their forces. Where is that command going at the far side? You see at the top corner of the map there? Heading towards the top left. We have an Fallschirmjäger commander. A Fallschirmjäger Führer heading over that direction. What is Tanner up to? Is he... There's nowhere really to send it round the back. A little bit of skirmishing in the city here. BMP-2 able to get some shots across there. March Jockey BMP do go down in that skirmish though. Good fire support from the BMP-2. I think he's lost a BMP-2 in the city though, or somewhere. So were 2 originally, but there's a few more units being called in now. There's a Milan 2 there, which obviously poses a big threat to that BMP. Currently it is under fire though. As it moved out in the open, artillery coming in on these buildings from Tanner's side. And that command way over here at this side, just zooming over. The only place it can go around the back is Alpha here, which means crossing all the reinforcement roads. That is really risky. Maybe he's just moved it over there to be safe. I don't know. But yeah, it would be... I'll be impressed if he can get it into Alpha. But that's the only place on this map. And the dual version of this map, there's no point at the far side. So this is the only rear point. It is completely unprotected though, as is Zulu. There's nothing in Zulu either, so he could get round the side here as well. I do notice he's bringing in some recon there. Some reinforcements arriving into the city for Tanner now. He has taken fire on these buildings from artillery on Jasp's side. I mean, this will be the thing. They will both try to clear buildings with that artillery now. Over at this side, we do see a few more reinforcements. Some BMP-3s called in there by Jasp. I don't know if that's just defensive or if he's thinking about attacking. T80BV suggests to me thinking about attacking potentially. That's a not a defensive unit. Well, it can be, but it's better used for attacking. And there are a couple of recon units coming in over that side as well. So Jasp trying to get eyes on, perhaps thinking about doing a push on that side. Over here, mostly quiet. The city here is always a mixed bag. There are games where it's quite quiet, both players standoffish, not wanting to throw away units into a meat grinder, and then you have other games where it is just complete mayhem, losing loads of infantry on both sides and just a complete meat grinder, and people get really bogged down in it. But these two are being very standoffish. They're not trying to over-egg the engagement here. They're just gently prodding and poking, not engaging too much, not expending too many resources. Motrazvedka here not looking great, stunned and obviously taking fire from a lot of units, lots of machine gun fire, tank fire as well. BMP's at the other side now, and the T80B being moved up to provide some fire against the Panzer Grenadiers as well. Panzer Grenadiers go down. BMP-2 here going quite far forward with the Motstralky still inside. That is risky business. T80B takes 2 hits from the Milan and goes down. It's smoked, but the missile was already on target. Leo 1A5s. Smoke as well. BMP-2 arrives down here to reinforce this side. Obviously Tanner thinking he'd like to get in this point maybe, and there's not a lot around here, look. He has managed to get some units around this side, realised perhaps that it's fairly safe. Leopard 2A3 heading towards the centre here, and we do see a build-up of forces for Jasp. I think he will attempt to get into Foxtrot over at this side. No movement from that infantry command yet. I'm just looking at where it is in relation to these recon. If he wants to move it around the back at some point, it will have to drive down here through the forest. If he tries to go this way, obviously it will get shot. If he tries to go this way, down this road, it might just be in range of those Razvedka. Yeah, it's within rocket launcher range. So to keep that safe, he'd have to move it down here, but I don't know if he realises those Mot Razvedka are there. It's actually a bit weird. The Mot Razvedka are really far back, as if they are covering this junction. Like, why would they not be up here normally, covering this area? I mean, their line of sight there is completely blocked to that side. I don't know why they're there. Perhaps Jasp saw that vehicle move over that way, so knows there's potentially something coming around the back. I don't know. Smoke is going down. Is this going to be a full-on assault? He's moving infantry across open ground. Smoke being spread out across the front line, blocking any supporting fire from the back. Mot Razvedka supported by Motostrelki. BMP-3 is pushing up as well. There's a command looking to try and get in there as well, I think. Random artillery fire on the back here on those MTLBs. I assume they dropped off mortars, and that was counter battery on mortars. I'm zooming in for a look. I'm honestly not sure. Perhaps so. Maybe that's what's burning. BMP-3's pushed up. One is dead already. T-80BV providing good fire support. Fallschirmjäger having to retreat. Leo 2A3 now able to fire across at the infantry. One T-80BV doesn't feel like a lot for an assault like this, though. Gepard's able to open fire on the infantry in those buildings, and look at the infantry melt. Wow. Two Leo 2A3s there, able to open fire now. One Leo 2A3 takes a hit from the BMP-3 missile, I think that was. Fire still going in on these buildings. The BTR manages to move into the point, but it is only countering the command and has already taken a missile to the face. Most of the infantry here are dead. Bombs dropped over there. Laser guided bomber does go down though. T-80 dodges another missile. The Milan 2 goes down in the building. MW1 coming in for the infantry here. Does manage to drop. Gets... Oh, that was a beautiful strike. Kills one squad. Does a load of damage to the other squad. T-80BV getting absolutely pummeled here. Needs to smoke and retreat. Smokes the wrong way. Takes a missile from the other side from the Jaguar and goes down. Caught in a bit of crossfire there with those Milans and the Jaguar too. Motostrelki Meta still pushing up. Motostrelki pushing in on 1 pip of health. And the Motostrelki RPG-22 looking pretty dead as well. Jaeger Commander running away. Meta's firing out at that tank there. Does get a hit. Panicking it a bit more, but the Leo gets the final blow on the Motostrelki squad. Well, the Chiki coming up as well now. BMP-1's taking fire from the Milans over there. Oh, it is a par 1 with a hot. Strela pushing up to try and engage that. Another T-80BV arriving over this side. Is there any action at the other side of the map? I'm so focused here. Doesn't look like it. All quiet on the other side of the map. Both players focus quite heavily here, clearly. Just checking in with our command. The command is still there. T80BV taking hits from long-range ATGMs there, I assume from the Jaguar. Is trying to return fire with its own ATGMs. Motorshoki Metis and Mot-Razvedka being pushed across here. But there's a lot of firepower over there still. Leo 2A3 remains alive. Jaguar 2 remains alive. One Leo 2A3 did go down in all of that fighting by the looks of it. I didn't actually see it die, but it has gone down. T80BV back there, able to fire in on those infantry. A little bit worried about these Motorshoki Metis and Razvedka pushing in. They're getting pummeled by Leo 1A5s now. The sharpshooter not looking so great there. Artillery coming in on this building. Gets an immediate kill on the Metis that were almost dead. Still reasonably quiet on the other side. I do notice, though, that the BMP-2s appear to be going for those sharpshooters now. Sharpshooters must have been spotted at some point or have shot at something. Artillery coming in from both players at either side of the map. Jasp has managed to clear this point of all units, so he can try and get his T80BVK command in there. Keep checking in with that command at the side. I'm waiting to see what it does. It might do nothing. It might just be there for safety. It's very unlikely anyone's going to go looking at the side of the map for a random command at the moment. Artillery still coming in on that area there. Gets a good kill on the Mot-Razvedka. T80BV able to fire from range. The BVK moving in now. Takes a direct hit from the Leo 2A3. And a second. That T80BVK is not long for this world. 2 Power 1 helicopters pushing around the side as well. Estrella moving back up to try and engage. BMP-1 there firing out. Lots of shots going in on the Leo 2A3, but it does smoke itself. Jaguar 2 firing at the Estrella. Oh, and it's a good hit. The Estrella goes down. Jasp looking not so hot at this side of the map. Tornadoes coming in, looking for a jet to shoot at. Artillery fire on those units in there now. Most units have been moved out of the way. A little bit of an air skirmish behind us. Command moves back into that point for Tanner. Tanner looking pretty good. I noticed some blue movement at this side of the map. Oh yeah. Leo's moving around looking for kills on those BMP-2s. One good hit. Can it get a second? It looks like it might be out of missiles, that BMP-2. Oh no, it did have at least one left. A little bit of movement there, but nothing substantial. There's a bunch of M48s around the back. A Leo 185 command and a Jaguar 2 being moved in as well. I think Tanner is going to make a push on Zulu. T80BVK gets out of the... Wow. That T80BVK I was convinced was going to die before it got away, but it did manage to reverse here and is getting repaired by the Ural. Is pushing back in with the T80BV. Monostrelki RPG-22 moving in as well. T80BV at this side, not fully repaired yet. Jaguar 2 gets a good hit on the T80BV immediately. Artillery coming in on the BMP-3s here. Missiles going out at the Leo 2A3. T80BVK getting a bit overzealous here perhaps. Is taking fire from multiple tanks. One Leo 1A5 goes down. TDBVK smokes itself. Leon-105 smoke. TDBVK is in there, is possibly going to take lots of missiles, takes one to the front. The Milans at the side don't finish off the job as it retreats behind the tree line. Point has switched hands. Lots of damage coming out. Jaguar 2s, two of them there. Can they get another good hit? No, they do not. The MP3 almost seems to take a glancing blow from that missile, even though it seemed to be aimed at the T-80. Missile coming out now at the T-80 PVK. Can it get a hit? Oh, it misses. Unlucky. Jet flying over the enemy air defense there. Surely that's going down. Su-27S goes down indeed. Motorstrelky RPG-22s here getting absolutely wrecked by the amount of firepower that is behind that point. And Tanner will surely just move his command back in a moment. Couple of failed assaults there for Jasp. It's been a rough game over that side so far. This side, Tanner is just holding. But remember, currently Jasp is +2, though they are very close in terms of their points. Checking in with our command. No movement. I'm really just waiting to see if he does something with that. But there's the only thing he can possibly do is go for this point around the back. And there's an Mi-24V rocket knocking about back here at the moment. I don't know what happened to the Mi-24K is over there. So that's still in play as well. I'm waiting to see if Tanner makes a move at this side. I feel like Tanner could take Zulu. He's building up a lot of forces at that side. He's moving his M48s around this way, though. I wonder if he's going to pressure Echo. There's actually very little in Echo. Tanner's never made an attempt on it, so Jasp has never had to move anything in there. Lots of artillery still hitting that tree line at the back there, trying to do some damage, get some kills on those Jaguars probably. Command does move back in for Tanner. He retakes that point. Four pieces of artillery in now for Tanner. Lots of firepower. T-80 BVK, where's that off to? It's two T-80 BVKs in play now. Two Leo 203s coming in this side for Tanner. Perhaps he's thinking about doing a push across the runway. I mean, he could, as I say, make an attempt on Echo. What's all this artillery hitting? Is this counter battery? I think it is some counter battery. Have those artillery pieces moved? Yes, they have. Those shots are nowhere near. T-80B moving in at this side. It's been a really quiet game for the most part in the city area. I think we've seen quite a few games recently in the recent tournaments that have been a bit of a meat grinding fest in the town, but these two are just like, no, we're not throwing away our infantry, we're just going to sit back and wait. Do notice a recon UAZ being moved in on the side there, and that BMP2 has been pulled back. Surely that is visible to that Scorpion. No, was it not, because it's in the tree line itself? No, it wasn't, look, because it's right in the tree line, so it can't quite see it. They do manage to get the M113 as the Razvedka dropped off there, managed to kill it. Or spot it, sorry. And the BMP2 kills it. Motorstrelky being brought in at this side again. Razvedka engaging on the TPZ Fuchs Milan, which is currently... No, they're not engaging. Why is that Razvedka? Must just be out of range. T-80B gets a good kill at this side. We're over the halfway mark of the game, and neither player with a lot of points. Jasp currently in the lead. There's the Razvedka pushing up now. Gets a good kill on that Milan. I was going to say, should get an easy kill there. T-80 BVK sat in Echo now to help defend that. Our two Leo 2A3 sat across here waiting to potentially push across there. Another Jaguar 2 and a bunch of M48s coming in over here. Motorstrike making a push on this point once more, trying to get into the tree line, but taking fire from many tanks. Look at that firepower. Poor Motorstrike. Absolutely minced. T80BVs moving in as well now. T80BVK pushing across. Jaguar is engaging. Jaguar getting a good hit on the T80BV, doing quite a lot of damage to the front armor. SU-22 HE bomber goes down. Command tank does get back in this point. There's a guy, the bomber coming in, but going up against the tornadoes, and tornadoes get it before it even drops its bombs. One tornado goes down. Another one looks like it's going to get out. Very little movement on the other side of the map. A little bit of movement towards Echo here. Those M48s pushing in with a Jaguar. Jaguar taking fire from the city, though. ATGMs hitting it. Take it down. Lots of fire going on in the Conkers here. One of the Leo 2A3s went down for Tanner. Just in the middle here. He still has two alive, but they are damaged. GDBVK gets a kill on the Fux Milan. Conkers go down though in that building, and now missiles going out towards the T80BVK. It's got a hull breach. It's got a hull breach. It's firing back. It manages to smoke. Lots of fire coming in here from that artillery. Tanner making very good use of his artillery this game. I think he wants to get in that point. Look at this. The reinforcements are on the way now. He is still taking fire from that BMP-2. But all of these M48s pushing in along with the Leo 185 command tank. There's also some Panzer Grenadiers coming in at the back there. I wonder if they're going to rush into the buildings. He's got good fire support from this side against any vehicles that move up. The helicopters being brought in. Even the Mi-24K, which is damaged. Obviously to try and see off some of these attackers. And still, our command at this side hasn't moved. 14 minutes left of this game. MW1 goes across the middle. Doesn't seem to do very much. But Bomber goes in as well and seems to get some good kills. MW1 does go down, however. Oh, wow. Lots of fire going in on the Motorstrike Metis there from those M48s. Do get the kill. City's looking a little bit clearer now. Tanner is in this point. That's a good assault from multiple points. Comes across the runway as well. Chopper goes down. The Mi-24V also looking really poor here. The M48 struggling to get hits on that UAZ. Just shooting all around it. Oh, finally one of them gets a hit. Good push here from Tanner. Pretty successful. He's got the Jaguar there firing across, trying to get a kill on that supply, but it's empty anyway. T80BVK, T80BV moving into this point now. ATGM's coming in as well, and the BMP-3. Motorstrike coming in from the back, and another T80B being moved in this direction. This is a attempt to save this point, I think. There's another T80BV there and a supply behind it, but has not been repaired at this point. Hang on a minute. I was about to say to not move, but it has. It was here at this junction. Where's it going? Ho ho ho. Tanner is on the... Is he really going to try and get that round the back? I'm really curious to see if it makes it there. Because these guys are kind of in range of it, and they have a tank gun and machine guns, so they can fire at anything that goes past. Leo 203 taking a lot of fire. He does go down to those missiles. ATGM's doing a good job there. Most of the M48s are dead here. But at this far side, Tanner is making a push on Zulu. And there's really nothing in there to stop him. Jasp kind of clustered in this area and is now surrounded by the forces from Tanner. Were those the M48s that went into the middle and he just pulled them all back? Because that is a lot of M48s that are now moving into the city area. Command pulled back out of Echo for Tanner, but he has caught up a lot of those points that he was behind. He's lost a lot of Leo 203s though in all of this. Does he have a command for... He doesn't have a command for this side. So he has managed to take the point, but he has no command to move in there at the moment. Over at the far side, that command still trundling around in the forest. Leo 105 command tank backing all the way off here. Does he have another command coming in for that point? He does. CRVT Sultan command vehicle moving in, looking to get into Zulu. Reinforcements being called in there for Jasp though. Let's spin ourselves round. It's still looking pretty red and pretty blue. Obviously Tanner looking a lot better over here. Loads of artillery coming in that building. Minces the infantry. BMP2 not looking great. Got to be careful. He's going to kill his own Pioneer squad here. I think that was the last volley, so it should be alright. BMP2 goes down. He should get in here. Look at that Jaeger commander. I think he's going to try and go for Alpha. I mean, the rest of the map is just an ongoing battle, but we have to follow this commander in, don't we? How is it going to get past the resupply lines? Look, there's BMP3s driving down them and stuff. I mean, granted, they're probably going to go to Zulu, so they'll bypass this road area. But if he goes around the back here, if he goes down this road, the artillery's going to see him. If he goes down this road, anything coming in is going to see him. I'm just going to lock onto this vehicle and we'll follow it around. He's going for the bottom road, which seems... I don't know. Both roads seem risky. The skirmisher continues at the other side, but Tanner has Zulu. He is going to take that point. Oh, we're turning back around. That's really weird. On the controller, if I'm locked onto a unit, the zoom is reversed on the thumb, or the finger triggers, I should say. So my zoom in is now my zoom out. Tanner trying to defend Foxtrot from another assault. Jasp has Echo at the moment. He's going for this top road. He's going to go past the artillery. The artillery can fire at him. It's currently targeting something else, though, so it can't use its cannon to attack a ground target. And the question is Jasp watching? If he's watching, he can retarget it. And this guy is dead. But at the moment, the machine gun's firing at it. Oh, that fired its shell. The one at the other side. Machine gun continues to fire. But the artillery fires again, but misses. That has terrible accuracy, clearly. How did it not get the kill? He made it into the point. I can't believe it. I can't believe you made it into the point. Oh, now it hits once he's out of the vehicle. I can't believe he got into that point. SG-25 rocket attack coming in. Looking for a kill on that, I assume. Takes a nasty hit, though. Command coming in. Oh, wow. Tanner in firm control of this point at this side now. He managed to take out all of the BMP-3s that came in as reinforcements. His command still isn't in there, though. It is trundling along at the back. His command is sat in this point here. It will shortly be overwhelmed, but it's currently +4 to Tanner. Over at this side, BMP-3 getting some good shots off at the FS Jaeger. Oh, this is nasty. Goodbye, FS Jaeger. You will be missed. But where's the command? Jasp doesn't have a command for this point. He must have lost his command tanks. Both of them are gone. As Leo 185's pushing in here, taking out these infantry. The command is finally lost in Alpha, so Jasp will be able to take that back. But currently it is +6 to Tanner, as he does have control of Zulu finally. There's very little left in the middle in Echo, and here comes Tanner with the push and that command tank to retake it. And all I can think is Jasp must be hurting for commands now. He's got a Sapri commander in the back point there. He surely has another Sapri commander, but there's a surrender. Well played, Tanner. I cannot believe you got that command round the back into Alpha. I cannot believe it made it along that road. Kills to losses, Tanner out in the lead. Not the most ridiculous difference ever, but obviously just pulled out ahead at the end. 150mm artillery was doing a really good job in that game. Leo 203 did well. Artillery, again, artillery was doing a really good job this game. Very well utilized by Tanner. And everything else, nothing else too stand out. BMP-3 did a great job. I think on Tanner's side, MVP has to go to the artillery, and on Jasp's side, it has to go to the BMP-3 for the kills. Well played, guys. That was an interesting game. Couple of unfortunately failed assaults for Jasp meant he never really got a true foothold in Foxtrot, and Tanner was always there at the other side. And then Tanner was just able to capitalize on the fact that he destroyed so many expensive units from Jasp, and also getting that command around the back. I cannot believe it got round there. That was impressive. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more Warno. The second game from this set will be up tomorrow.